Ladies and gentlemen, Hawkamania presents another edition with Desmino and J-Bomb. Greatest Royal Rumble Predictions! Hey, J-Bomb, how's it going?
It's going pretty good, bro. Bruins just won round one, so I'm pretty hyped up.
I can imagine. If for you viewers that are listening, I can see J-Bomb in front of me. He's decked out with his Bruins jersey. He's in his Bruins room. I want to kill him, but that's the spirit of hockey, and that's the spirit of the Stanley Cup.
First of all, I'm in my Bruins ruins, and I didn't get decked out until the third period. It's a kind of last-ditch effort that me and my wife do. It happened a few years back where we were just sitting there lounging. We thought we had it in the bag. The game got off to a bad start. I said, hey, babe, throw this jersey on. And it's kind of been our thing to throw it on for the third period. And it worked out tonight, so I'm pretty excited about it.
It's all you, man. It's all you. You better be going to a Stanley Cup parade because it's all you. And they better know that. But one thing you didn't know is when I stayed over your house, I slept. Well, you do know this. I slept in your bed in a Montreal Canadian onesie. So
yeah. No,
you will never win a Stanley Cup again.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The last time the Boston Bruins beat the Toronto Maple Leafs in a Game 7 was 2013, and they went on to go to the finals and lost to the Chicago Blackhawks. Hops. Too many beers. Chicago Blackhawks in
it's a
Game
beer. It's an ingredient beer.
Yeah.
So there you go.
In Game 6 with like 17 seconds left, so fuck that shit.
Greatest
Royal Rumble, buddy.
Maybe next year.
All right. So we got predictions today.
We got predictions this Friday in Saudi Arabia. You guys better get up early and start your days and start cracking those beers at noon because Saudi Arabia, greatest Royal Rumble ever. They even got kind of lazy on the naming of it. They just called it the greatest Royal Rumble ever. And
well, it needs to be something simple that translates well.
I guess.
That's what I assume.
But yeah, so it's a jam-packed card, and we're going to get into it with our usual predictions.
Yep.
So let's do it.
Let's friggin' do it.
All right, folks. Ooh. So this I think is going to be a fun card. I don't think there's anything on the pre-card itself. I think it's just going to be jam-packed action coming at ya. So we'll jump right into things here, folks. So we do know now that Cedric Alexander will defend his Cruiserweight Championship against Kalisto. There was, I guess, a tournament
I thought you said there was no pre-card
I
matches.
get you'd think so, and it's funny because I started with...
Yeah.
It's funny, though, because there's no pre-card matches, but this is the one I start with, so my mentality is I automatically put this into the pre-card.
Of course.
Right, so this is a matchup that was determined this week on 205 Live. Cedric Alexander will be taking on Kalisto. I see it being a good match, but again, it's pretty easy. I don't think Cedric's going to lose his title just yet. Cedric's going to win this one.
Agreed.
That's all that really needs to be said. It'll be a flashy match. There'll be some moves. It'll be an exciting matchup, but Cedric Alexander
I think
will
it's going to be
winner.
cheap spots, and short as balls.
I heard it's really hard for this guy to be won over by cruiserweights in 205 Live.
Yeah, it is. Like with ROH and New Japan Pro Wrestling, cruiserweights are just kind of like, they're just not doing it for me.
And the reality of it is, he just PBRs through it and then bitches about it afterwards.
I don't even PBR through it. I don't even pirate 205.
Well, that's it. And he just basically calling a spade. But, whatever. It's each their own. I won't deny, though, that Ring of Honor, and that's all great. Fantastic, too. But give it a chance one time. There's some good shit sometimes.
Sure.
Okay, sure. All right, moving along. We got the Bludgeon Brothers, Harper and Rowan, versus the Usos, Jay and Jimmy, for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Who you got, J-Bomb?
Not a tough one. If it was Backlash, I would probably say the Usos, but because it's the GRR, I'm going to go with Bludgeon Brothers. Naomi's going to get involved somehow, but oh no, she's not because there's no women there. Damn. Yeah. Bludgeon Brothers. It's probably going to be a shit show.
Yeah, no, I think so too. I was actually reading back. I think the matchup that the Bludgeon Brothers had against the Usos and the New Day. I think we even talked about this last time. It was like 5 to 7 minutes long.
That's it at WrestleMania.
Yeah. When they won, it was like super short. The match.
I know it was short.
They got a lot done in that time too, but like it's ridiculous. When I saw the time, wow, ridiculous. But yes, I do agree with you. They're not going to take the titles off these guys just yet. Bludgeon Brothers are going to pick up the win. It'll be, at least we get to see a tag team match between two teams. And
instead of a three-way.
I guess one will be thrown at the ring, and then they'll hit their tag team finisher or something. I haven't seen them do their tag team finisher in quite some time. That like double razor's edge kind of thing. I don't know if they stopped doing it, but Bludgeon Brothers are gonna take this one. Pretty straightforward one on my vote.
It's one of the less exciting matches on the card.
Well, that's kind of the way I'm building my way up here.
Yeah, no, it's funny though because I remember not so long ago, like right before WrestleMania, everybody was kind of doing their year-end reviews and stuff, and the Usos were like neck and neck with the Young Bucks as being like the tag team of the year, and then they absolutely squashed them at WrestleMania, and since then their career has been pretty boring because
come on, it's been a couple of weeks. I get it. It wasn't great to squash them. They shouldn't even had. It was a travesty what happened at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but dude, Usos as a face doesn't work with the whole day one-ish and penitentiary. It's just like you can't be badass phases.
They should still try to be like the same guys they were before and let the crowd boo them or try to be heels, but like I guess they'll be looked at as like they're a badass tag team and they have respect. So like even if they're heels, they're still cheered, like kind of like Braun Strowman to a degree. Like he's trying to be a bad guy, but like
they're
he's
face
so
now.
Awesome that he's a good guy.
They're like straight up face now.
Yeah,
that's what's frustrating.
And Naomi and that one did a little love swirl in the back, and it was very face.
I like them. I love them on TV.
I know, but that was like so face. I don't know them apart, folks.
Face.
That's why I was like Jimmy J.
I think it's Jimmy. His real name is John. You'd think if your name was John, you wouldn't name yourself Jimmy. You just go with John Uso. But I guess Jimmy and Jay sounds better than Jay and John. But whatever. It's confusing.
Yeah, whatever. And moving along to the other Brands Tag Team Championship match. We got Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy, the Broken Duo versus Cesaro and Sheamus, the Bar. I actually, when Xavier pointed it out this week that they're actually making a bar when they put their thumbs together.
Dude, you didn't realize that?
I just thought it was something stupid they were doing.
Oh, yeah, it's a bar.
Yeah.
And it's kind of stupid.
They're making a bar, I guess.
I think they were trying to, I'm not going to go there. The bar wins, and they go back to Raw.
This is a bold choice on your end. I respect it. Yeah. But you're insane and you're completely wrong. It's going to be Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy. They've been building this tag team up for quite some time now. They've been investing a lot of time into it. So, again, taking Cesaro and Sheamus and putting them on SmackDown, moving back to Raw makes no sense. But with the way WWE's been doing things these days, I wouldn't put it entirely past them. And I would actually like to see them do this. However, it's going to be Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy, quite simply.
Dude, Bray Wyatt, are they the deleters of worlds?
The deleter eater of worlds.
The deleter eater?
I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
I think they're the deleters of worlds, but like deleters, like eaters.
Are you making this up?
No, I think that's actually what they're being called.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's strange times in the WWE.
Yeah, it's actually not horrible. Anyways.
Well, yeah, I definitely see those two winning the tag team titles and at least hold them on Raw for the time being. They split up Matt and Jeff. Matt's going to have something to do on Raw. Jeff's got something to do on SmackDown. For me, it makes sense for this to be the case and Cesaro and Sheamus to run wild on SmackDown. They already teased a little bit of a feud with New Day this week, so it makes sense to me. Like you were mentioning earlier, it's a bit of a weird time to have a pay-per-view right before another pay-per-view.
Yep.
So I think they're kind of trying to make that work to the best of their ability.
And just to throw it in there, right between the two, they're in Canada, and there's usually weird stuff going on in Canada. So that's
you're making it sound weird, not weird stuff. Weird stuff. Come on, man. You're
Brett
right.
screwed Brett.
Okay, that's the last time I saw them in Canada on like a TV thing. So weird stuff happens in Canada, in my opinion.
You're also really old. That's what that audio clip showed us.
I know I was like 12 years old for that. God.
Now
I think I'm going to make a sign for Brett Screwed Brett and bring it to
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious. all right. Moving along. All right, on the card, we also have Jeff Hardy defending his WWE United States Championship against Jinder Mahal. Who do you got, J-Bomb? Who do you got?
I don't give a fuck. Jeff Hardy.
You don't like Jeff Hardy? You're not a Jeff Hardy fan?
No, I like Jeff Hardy, but it's a Jinder Mahal match, so ultimately I kind of don't give a shit. Yeah, no, Jeff Hardy. I'll go with Jeff Hardy.
It will be Jeff Hardy, and I think it's going to be a pretty boring match. I mean, I like Jeff Hardy a lot. He's exciting. I don't know if his opponents lately, but he just wrestles and does all his, the little jaw breaker he does on his butt, the leg. He does splits the legs. He does his 2 leg drops between the crotch. He does
Whisper
Whisper of the Wind. Like, it's just rinse and repeat with him. It's never anything new or exciting. I want to see him have a good match with, like, Seth Rollins or something. I think it could be good. But, we'll see. Maybe it's just his opponents. Jinder Mahal, he's not the easiest to work with, I guess. He's not the most versatile in terms of his moveset and abilities. So we'll see. Could be a good match, but ultimately I see Jeff Hardy retaining his championship. Obviously, they're teasing Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy, so...
Yeah, but Saudi Arabia, you don't think maybe they'll put Jinder over to win the U.S. Championship there?
That's racist.
Well, no, I know he's not from Saudi Arabia, but, I mean...
Racist.
I love black eyes.
It might happen.
It won't. Moving along.
Vince McMahon's a racist, so...
We got... a 4-way battle for the Intercontinental Championship, which has now been announced to be a ladder match. We have Seth Rollins, the champion, defending against Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and The Miz. I got Seth Rollins retaining in this match. I think it's going to be a really good match, maybe one of the better ones on the card. The fact they made this a ladder match, really exciting. I'm really stoked for this. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor in a ladder match, excellent. So much potential. Samoa Joe, a big brute. That guy gets busted open easily too. Expect to see some color. And The Miz, he might complement the match really well. He might be the coward who sneaks up. If he wins that belt and goes back to Raw, I wouldn't be disappointed either. But definitely see, in my opinion, Seth Rollins retaining the strap.
First of all, The Miz is on SmackDown. Oh, you think The Miz wins and go back to Raw?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mizraj is waiting for him. They're lonely.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan, though. It wouldn't make sense for Seth to lose. It'd be a shame if he did lose. But my gut does say Samoa Joe walks out with the IC Championship.
I'd be down. I'm okay with anybody winning this match. I'm really not going to be disappointed either way. So
I'd be disappointed if Finn Balor won.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he could be a good IC champion.
You know what? He's going to get it.
I still can't get over.
I'm going to give it to him.
Oh, I wanted to hear a bit more.
Oh, I got another one for you. Hold on.
You know I can't get over.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
Why?
I know a lot of people think Finn Balor is over. But until he's over with the hearts of the hosts of Talkmania, he is not over.
Half of the hosts. I'm okay with him.
Yeah, but that's not over. Are you okay with Rusev Day?
Okay, this conversation is over. Moving along, folks. We have... Oh, we're getting some good matches now, folks.
Yeah.
John Cena.
Hello. It's me.
John Cena
Versus the Game Triple H.
I
Who you
don't have a
got,
sound for the
J-Bomb?
John Cena sucks. But I love John Cena. He lost the Undertaker at Mania. Triple H is a heel. He's in Saudi Arabia. I pick John Cena. He's a face. The kids love him.
I agree. I think John Cena is going to take this one. I think he needs it. He's been in a lot of losing end quite a bit lately. after his loss against The Undertaker, he hasn't even been on TV, so it's going to kind of be like, where's Cena been? He comes back to lose. I don't think so. A part of me also thinks, like, well, Triple H hasn't got a solid win on a pay-per-view in quite some time, but I don't think Triple H needs to at this point in his career.
No, especially
I
not
hope he feels that. But nah, John Cena's going to come. He's going to have I guess it's going to be a decent match against Triple H. And yeah, John Cena's going to be the man, and he's going to get over. Don't know.
He's totally over, so that doesn't even work for him. This could potentially be a really good match in the card. Triple H is awesome.
Triple H is good, and it's gonna be interesting to see him on a one-on-one match because we've been seeing him in these tag matches and stuff. But yeah, Cena, Triple H, it's a nice match that's been added to the card, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Sweet. Another match in the card. We got the Dead Man, The Undertaker,
Everyone has a fight for the $1 Million Man.
Rusev on Rusev Day of all days. That's a special day, folks. Mark in your calendars. So magic will be in the air.
Yep, magic will be in the air. Magic is not in the air. I played the wrong clip for The Undertaker. I'll probably try and edit that out, but probably not. But either way. Rusev Undertaker, what do you got? You got a squash match, eh?
Well, judging on how long Undertaker wrestled against Cena at WrestleMania, I can't see this one lasting too much longer than that. It'll be a short one, but again, it's a casket match. How quick can you put him in a casket? And if he really squashes him and puts him in a casket within 2 to 5 minutes, it's almost insulting. It's almost...
Dude, it's not going to be 2 to 5 minutes. There's no way. There's no way.
Why? What makes you think that?
What makes me think that is that it's in Saudi Arabia. It's a big event. Undertaker maybe had one of his best matches in a little while. Like, he looked his best. He looked his youngest. He looked back in form. I think that was the tester. And I think that he's going to go a bit longer. I'm going to put this at way more than 2 to 5 minutes.
Undertaker beat John Cena in 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
That's how fast that match was?
That's how fast that match was.
Fuck, I was drunk. Holy shit. I don't know. I'm going to say at least...
John Cena being squashed in 2 minutes and 45 seconds? That's like a record for John Cena being beaten.
How long did he last against Lesnar when he lost the title?
It was on a while because he got like back suplex 1,000 times.
It was like 15 times.
Yeah. That match was a bit. He got his ass kicked, but he lasted a lot longer. But 245, man. I don't know if Undertaker just comes in and does these short bursts. This is just a gimmick, like a make the fans happy, the dead man's there kind of thing. I guess
I can't see a casket match being that short.
Well, that's it. It would be ridiculous if he just like chokes on some tombstones him and rolls him in, and then Rusev. If that's the case, Rusev is like gone the next day. Like he's gonna leave the company or something because it's gonna be the ultimate Barry. No
the ultimate
pun
Barry?
Intended, or pun intended. Lots of puns intended. Anyway, I think we both got the Undertaker, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
come on.
Yeah. Reluctantly, but yeah.
If Rusev wins this match, Talkamania will go streaking, and we'll film it and we'll post it.
Streaking?
Like that's how confident I am. There's no way Rusev is going to win this match. I would love it. I'd love to be wrong, but God,
I guess it's a guarantee. The Undertaker, though.
I will never retire.
well, we thought he would, but I know he's not going to. So that completely does that mean Michaels can come back because he retired, but then against the Undertaker, but then Michaels didn't come back. Undertaker retired against Roman Reigns, but then did come back. So does that give Michaels carte blanche to come back? I don't know.
WrestleMania 50, Undertaker versus HBK in the showdown of the WrestleManias. Like Mr. WrestleMania versus, I guess there's no more streak, but Undertaker is still like a WrestleMania attraction. So book it. They will
book
be there.
it. I like the casket match though. I want to see more of those. It's nice.
It should be a buried alive match, and it would be funny.
I wanted to bring that back one day. It'd be nice.
It would actually work in Rusev's favor if he was in a buried alive match and he got squashed and buried alive. Like he can almost play off of it and probably get even more over because of it.
And then he just go out the next day on social media and just hashtag buried alive, and then the crowd would just be like buried alive, and he'd be like, no, You're buried alive.
He needs to be a face.
Yeah, well, I love him.
Yeah, I love him too. He's my guy.
All right, we've been oozing enough over Rusev. Time to move on to other matches on the card. We got AJ Styles defending his WWE Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura.
Sorry, no speak English.
I think this is going to be a way better match than we saw at WrestleMania.
Well, I hope so. I mean, they can't go much worse. Not that it was terrible, but I think the expectations were really high.
No, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Well, it just wasn't good.
Well, if it wasn't good, it was terrible. There's way more of a story now. It makes way more sense. They should have gone this way from the beginning. I'm excited for it. I think it might be like match of the night.
That's saying a lot. I don't think it'll be match of the night. What I think will end up happening in this one is, well, AJ Styles is going to retain. I'm not sure exactly how he's going to pull it off, but he will. You know, he could pull out the calf crusher. He can do the phenomenal forearm. He could do the Styles clash. I have a feeling Nakamura is going to go for the low blow, and I wouldn't put it past AJ Styles if he's wearing a cup this time.
Ooh. He pulls it out and he shows all the Saudis like, hey, have a cup.
I just hope Nakamura doesn't do the whole, like, low blow and then holds his arm like, oh, it hurts. And he pulls out a cup. It's like, come on, it's a cup. It's like, it's not like glass or like jagged metal or something, you know? Like.
Oh, that's true there. That's true.
But, I got AJ Styles retaining the title over Nakamura.
I got AJ Styles. Have we even been... Oh, yeah, we have. Yeah, okay, yeah. AJ Styles. I agree.
Cool. I mean, that one's pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Cool. All right, moving along, we got Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns in a steel cage match for the Universal Championship. Who you got, J-Bomb?
This is a tough one. It really is.
I think the WWE doesn't even know what way they're going right now.
I think it's in their best interest to have Brock Lesnar win.
Based on?
WrestleMania. Here, this is where I stand. We talked about this on our full length that you can check out on Podbean, iTunes. Talking about Roman lost at WrestleMania, got beat down, got reamed by Joe 2 weeks in a row after that. Undertaker came back at WrestleMania, so he no longer retired Undertaker. Literally, Roman Reigns has been 100% buried by the WWE. For him to win now makes no sense, in my opinion. Have Brock win. Either have him drop the title after, like, just be done with it and go to UFC, and him kind of have, like, you know, somewhere down the line he can come back, maybe a Royal Rumble, I don't know, and be a powerhouse again. But have him drop it, create some sort of tournament. And I don't know, Roman Reigns winning here, it's not gonna do anything for him.
Yeah, I like a good tournament. I'd like to see that maybe, but I don't know. Maybe the WWE sees something in Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns, and then we can have the two square off at Backlash for the championship, and then that gives, you know, Brock Lesnar a good avenue to go back to Ultimate Fighting, and you know, it might not make sense for a little bit, but in the grand scheme of things, I think Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns could be money. I think WWE is starting to see something in Samoa Joe, but again, we don't know. Samoa Joe is on SmackDown now, so him winning the title.
Thing.
That's
if
it.
Samoa wasn't on SmackDown, I would agree with you. But because he's on SmackDown, I don't know if they want to go into Backlash with like a guaranteed like victory for Roman Reigns. That's it.
So you're gonna go with Brock Lesnar on this one?
I'm gonna go with Brock Lesnar. Yeah.
All right, I'll play devil's advocate here on the other end of things, and I'm going to go Roman Reigns. It's a cage match. Lesnar doesn't have to be pinned. He can escape. Roman Reigns can escape the cage. He can beat Brock Lesnar without, pinning him, making him look weak. So maybe this is WWE's way of going about that. And also, you know, WWE thinks the world loves or should love Roman Reigns. So going to Saudi Arabia and having Roman Reigns win the championship, to me, I think that might be their direction here. They decided to hold off on WrestleMania and get a big pop and big press in Saudi Arabia. So I'm going with everybody else's guy but my guy, Roman Reigns.
Is he really everybody else's guy?
Apparently, as a WWE, they would tell you that.
To me, it's just like, dude, I can't picture Roman Reigns winning the Universal Championship with a build like it's been at 4:30 p.m. on a Friday.
Right, but they've been doing unpredictable things. And remember, AJ Styles won the WWE Championship mid-afternoon against Jinder Mahal.
Really?
Yeah, UK.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah, he finally ended Jinder Mahal's long reign that never ended.
Touche, bro.
So they're doing a little bit of things that are unpredictable these days. I wouldn't entirely put it past them, and we will see soon enough because we are very close to the greatest Royal Rumble match of them all, which brings us to the greatest Royal Rumble match of them all.
Oh, I didn't. You know what? As you're going through the card, I completely forgot about this match.
So I've only said it a million times, and that's the name of it.
Yeah,
Got a 50-man Royal Rumble match. Now, this is going to be super exciting because they're actually going to be 50 men coming down to the ring, their entrances being played. It's going to be exciting. I remember when we got together for the Royal Rumble, we were having predictions on who's going to come out next. We made drinking games. I think with 50 men, we would be on the floor. It's going to be exciting to see who comes out. They've only announced about half of them, too, so it's going to be pretty cool to see a lot of surprise entrants and people coming. And Jericho's going to be there, so...
Let's predict number 1 and number 50. How about that?
Okay.
On the spot. I'll go first for number 1, and you'll go first for number 50.
Okay.
Cool? All right. Number 1. Seth motherfucking Rollins.
Okay, I got a question here. People who are in other matches, I guess they can participate because they need 50 people, right?
Yeah, there's 50 people with no women. There's not 50 people on the 2 rosters. Is there?
Well, they're gonna have to dig deep if they wanted to have that. So
Seth's gonna be, plus you got to get 50 people to go over to Saudi Arabia. So I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins.
Okay, I'm gonna go with my number 1 pick in the greatest Royal Rumble, and I'm stalling for time. Would be Kevin Owens.
Ooh, I like it.
I think he's gonna last a while too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know one pick for sure. 10. Ty Dillinger.
Absolutely. For life.
For sure. Okay. So 50. That's you now.
Number 50. I'm gonna have to go with it's not. I'm not gonna overthink this one because I don't think it needs to. I'll go with Randy Orton.
I hear voices. All right. Number 50 at the greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia.
Great Khali.
That wasn't my mind, but then I thought you would call me racist again. Dean Ambrose.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
I think we need. Oh, well, we have this.
I love black guys.
But I think we need that. Like we need that like.
All right, the big question here, J-Bomb. Who is going to win this match?
Oh, winning. Okay, so what did they win? They win a fucking trophy, right?
They win a trophy. Bragging
Okay,
rights.
so it's useless. They're not even going to brag about it.
I really think it comes down to one of 2 men who are going to win this match.
All right, who do you got?
It's either going to be Daniel Bryan or Braun Strowman. 50 men in that match, very good chance Braun Strowman is going to eliminate at least 20 people. And then Daniel Bryan, he just came back. Why not give him a big win? I could see him making it really far, though, and then Big Cass taking him out, and then leading to their matchup coming up. But then again, makes me question, like, how much are they tying the greatest Royal Rumble to the main storyline?
I don't think they're going to tie it at all. Well, I think that loosely. Like, I could see Big Cass and Daniel Bryan being a thing. I gotta choose a winner. I didn't even think about that. Let's go with Bobby Lashley.
That's gross, but okay.
It's gross.
I would like to say Braun Strowman would win this match. I think he probably would be the right guy to go with. Eliminate lots of people, but I'm going to go ahead and say Daniel Bryan. Just because of the WWE machine, I think they're going to want everybody in that arena going, yes, 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 yes. So my pick is DB, Daniel Bryan. Go boy.
Go boy, yeah. Okay, DB. All right, DB. Bobby Lashley's probably not a good choice. I honestly didn't even think about this when going into this, so it'll be interesting. Definitely be interesting.
Cool. And again, it's going to be an exciting match, good card. It's interesting to have a pay-per-view or an event on a Friday. We're going to be there live tweeting. We're going to be there periscoping. And then we got, Raw coming up on Monday in Montreal. Yeah. We're going to be there live. SmackDown. And then Backlash the weekend after. So definitely got a lot of WWE content coming your way.
It's going to be interesting. Definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. So that wraps up another predictions episode for us at Talkamania. If you haven't already, follow us on Twitter @_Talkamania. Follow us on Podbean, iTunes, rating and review. Enjoy the Great Royal Rumble, or Greatest Royal Rumble. It's on Rusev Day, so that's always interesting. Friday, are you watching from work? Let us know. Hit us up on the Tweetersphere. Until next week, J-Bomb's out. Dez, what do you got to say?
Happy Rusev Day. Enjoy the Greatest Royal Rumble. I'll be there.
Brett.
Join me.
Brett. Nakamura Day.